Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm up here today at the Frazee High School with two of the captains of the girls' basketball team. Hi.
Hi, I'm Chloe Streeper.
And?
I'm Sadie Stender.
And you have one other captain?
Yes, Christy Smith.
And you're all seniors?
Yes, we are seniors.
And so, how's the season going, girls?
It's going really good. Our score so far is 4-4.
And do you think that's pretty good too?
Yeah, it can always be better, but we have lots of games to look forward to.
You got some pretty tough teams?
No. Everybody's tough, but everybody's beatable.
I like that attitude. I think that's a real good one. And now, how many people on the team this year?
16, I believe.
Mm-hmm. And you know, how many years have you been playing basketball
since 7th grade.
And you?
Since, well, elementary. I started in 5th grade. No. So if that counts.
Well, that's a lot. You know, that's a lot of experience to bring to the boards here. You know, and of course, you know, you have any other teams that really have any height advantages over you two?
There's a lot of teams that I'd say have more height than us. We're kind of a medium team.
But, you know, I know Frazee because, you know, Frazee has this drive, you know. We always have, and we always seem to keep on going with it. And I'm sure it shows through in you girls here, too.
Our drive, and then we have a lot of speed. More than one girl who can really get up the floor and finish plays we need to.
What teams are you worried about this year? Any of them in particular?
Probably like the usuals, Perm and Holly and DGF.
Yeah.
But since we've been playing them for so long, we know what to expect, kind of. So that always helps.
Well, and with DGIF, you know, they've got, you know, a big area to draw kids from, too, you know.
Yeah, they do.
And I know we have issues with them in other sports, too. The same three, you know.
They're our usual competitors.
Now, when does your season end this year now?
Playoffs?
Roughly, yeah, playoffs, yeah.
First week of March. That's when playoffs start.
Or, excuse me, I said sorry about that, people.
First Thursday in March is usually our first playoff game.
Okay. And, you know, looking back over the years, what do you see as the most critical part of the game for you?
For me personally, or for our team?
For you and the team.
Oh,
you know, in your mind. You know, what's
consistency.
Your
we kind of will just like in one game we'll have a really good 6 minutes, and then we look like a totally different team the next 6 minutes. So we just have to keep working on being able to keep our same pace the whole game.
And
I would agree with her 100%.
And now, of course, you guys being seniors, what's your plans for the future?
I plan to go to Fergus Falls and play volleyball for them.
Okay. And
I'm looking at either University of Minnesota Moorhead or Bemidji State University for, no, I'm not going to play sports, but just keep going with education.
Well, if you go to Bemidji, then you can sled dog up there, huh? You do that also, don't you?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay.
I don't race, I just help.
Okay, yeah. So
I like helping with it, so.
Well, that's good, you know, and, you know, I always appreciate you young athletes coming out, representing the area, bettering yourself, you know, and helping the community and the rest of your compadres here to make Frazee a better place for everybody. And I really appreciate you girls being on the show, and I wish you the best of luck this season. So, any parting words? Or?
No.
Okay. Well, thanks, Sadie. And Chloe?
Thank you. Hope to see you in the stands if you ever get a chance.
I will get up there and see you girls. And with that, we'll be back for another segment of Spotlight on Frazee. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and I'm here today with Lori Thorpe. Hi, Lori.
Hi, Hank. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing tremendous.
Yep, we're happy to be working with Community Ed. I'm happy to be here and talk about that a little bit.
And it's always interesting, you know, Community Ed provides that missing gap between the school and the community and the adults.
That is what it was intended to do. There's a concept called the Lighted Schoolhouse, and the idea is here you have this great resource that taxpayers have provided for the community, and so community ed was a structure that was used and keeps building on all the time, and it's especially popular in states like Minnesota, which is very education oriented anyway. Great resources.
Oh, you bet.
So yeah, so our task always is to determine, continually determine what the community needs, community members, including all the way from birth, which our early childhood programming works with.
ECFE,
to,
yeah.
Yep, exactly. ECFE is terrific and so much fun. And that's housed in the early childhood wing at the elementary. And then classes for children, youth, and adults go all over the community. So we come here and we go out.
And so, what's new?
Well, we're coming up with our spring catalog, and you may
Great.
already have that in your mailbox. If you have one in your mailbox and want to check our online version too, it's on the school's website. So check us out at www.k12.mn.us and click on Community Ed ECFE. You can go page by page through the catalog that way. And just we'll talk next week, I think, about what some of the community needs and partnerships are that we often do from season to season, but we do have some new things coming up. So that's what I'd kind of like to give you a little preview about.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Okay. So if you have kids in your house, here's your chance to grab a piece of paper, and when they get home from school, here's a couple things that you're going to say, I circled this date on the calendar, or this might be something that you're going to have fun with. In February and March, we're lucky enough to have a lot of volunteers work with community education programming. And in February and March, we have a family who lives in the district, and they open one of the gyms at the elementary on Sunday afternoons from 2 to 4. And so it gives kids a chance, and adults can come in too, or you can bring preschoolers. We have some of the little bitty baskets, that are low down, so littler children can shoot some baskets, and it's just a nice time to blow off some of that winter steam. If it's too cold for sledding, or maybe you've done the sledding route already once or twice this weekend and everything you own is wet, sitting on the radiator at home. And so we have that open gym to offer. Another thing, this is going to be a lot of fun. Block Kids is the name of the event, and we've hosted that before. It's been in the community for off and on for about 4 years. This will be the 4th event. Block Kids is going to be during the day of the sled dog and other related events. It's going to be at the Frazee Event Center. Yep, that's going to be at 12:30.
Okay.
That is for kids for grades 1 through 6, and we're going to be sending registration forms home for that. There's no registration fee for that. There is for some of the things, but for that there's no registration fee. But there's some prizes, including first place would be a $50 gift certificate and some building blocks and so on.
Right.
So check out our information on that. We've got a hair and makeup special coming March 15th. We've got Crafty Kids classes one Friday every month from February through May.
It doesn't have anything to do with cheese, does it? No.
No. Nothing to do with cheese at all, actually. But we do have something to do with cheerleading, and that's a cheerleading clinic for 6th grade through 11th grade who try out for football. So that's coming in March also. Babysitting clinic in May, and watch for spring elementary baseball.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the program, Lori.
Thanks a lot.
And
Appreciate
we'll
it.
catch you all next week.
See y'all.
On Spotlight on Frazee, and I'll have Lori back here next week,
Great.
too.
Thanks.